This is the Elvegast meeting, and this is a persona development class. What I would suggest, first of all, if you want to get a persona, is figure out what time period you like. You can go anywhere between our periods, which is 600 to 1600 AD. After you get a time period that you like, you can try and do after that is what country do you like. There are several countries that we normally choose from. Most of ours is going to be Britain and Europe. There are also people who also go into Chinese, Japanese, or two of the other big ones. I've even seen Native American, I've seen South American, and I have seen African. They're also Indian also. Also Middle Eastern tends to be another really big place where you can find personas. Persona development is actually a really nifty thing. You figure out what you want to do. Like I said, my personal persona is I am a minor Norman noble from Normandy, France. And he is subsisting on kingdom substance funds, food stamps, because I'm a poor Norman noble. And you can develop it as far as you want to. You can jump in with both feet like I did almost 20 years ago. You can go as little as you would like. It just depends on what you feel like you would like to do. Contingent on that, or in conjunction with that, is finding a name, which is my specialty because I'm a herald. Names can vary anywhere between Middle Eastern, African, European, English, anything that was an actual person who actually lived during that time. That's where you want to get your name from. My particular name I found in a series of books from Time Life Books called Timeline. And the particular one that I had was between the year 1000 to 1100. And I found Tankred, T-A-N-C-R-E-D, in that book. He was an actual Norman noble. He had two sons. One was William and the other one was Richard. William, through his prowess in battle, following Richard the Lionhearted during the Second Crusade, was called Bras-de-Fer, Arm of Iron. So I just put the first name of his father and his son's nickname and put them together. Tankred Bras-de-Fer. There you go. There's a huge amount of information on getting names on, it's called the Academy of St. Gabriel. They specifically do name research for the SCA. That's all they do. Also, the College of Heralds for Atlantia and also other places, other kingdoms, have several different books. De Felice, which is Italian, Morlaix, which is French, Old Norse Names, which is Norse names. Several different volumes of those different type of things that you can find an actual name. After you find a name in the place that you want to be from, in the time that you want to be, then you can do what's called armory, which is, hey, this is me. And you can say, this is me on the field. You can put your armory on whatever you want. This is my stuff. This is my tent. This is my dog. You can do anything like that. Armory, again, is very, very varied. You can have colors, monsters, lions, dragons, bears, oh my, anything like that. Doesn't matter. As long as you can, there are several different rules. Now, a new rule that just came down from the Sovereign Lord at Arms, which is in Milpitas, California, who makes the lists of the stuff that we heralds use to make sure that you don't conflict with anybody else. New rule is for individuals you can have up to 6 names and 6 pieces of armory. I read that as 6 individual names, and those 6 individual names can have 6 pieces of armory. So you get a huge amount of armory under one person. So that's a new thing. Kingdoms, baronies, shires, anything else, they have unlimited amounts. They can make as many names as they want. They can make as many armories as they want. Usually for kingdoms and baronies, they're usually associated with an award name, and that's what they usually have those for. Like our Kitty Hawk. That's a winged cat, essentially, is what that is. They can have a barony Windmaster's Hill can have as many as they want. Individuals can have up to 6. It used to be 1 primary name and 4 pieces of armory, so they've expanded that a lot. Just pretty much anything that your mind can envision, you can have on there within reason. We have what's called the 8 rule. You can't have more than 8 pieces of components on your armory. And we also have a layering rule. You essentially go from back and work your way forward. So essentially what you're doing with, say, with this guy, you've got this dragon with 3 swords on here. You can have this. I mean, this is actually one of the ways that you can do things. You can have the pink fire too, if you like.
Blazing it.
Let's see, that would be Azure, a dragon Azure, 3 swords, 2 and 1. So there you go. Really rough. At blazing.
You left out the pink fire.
Langed ghouls. It would be actually red, not pink, but it's close. Anything your mind can envision. There's really, really pretty limitless. There are several ways that you can look at a piece of armory. What I usually tend to tell my clients who want to have a piece of armory, if you got it and we say, okay, that looks good and it doesn't conflict, stick it on your refrigerator for 6 weeks. If you still like it after 6 weeks, submit it. It's great. Because there are people like, oh, well, I don't like this one, or I don't like that, or he's not this way, he should be that way. It doesn't matter. I'm trying to figure out what else do I need to say about that. Heraldry is probably one of the best things that I've come across, and it's just a lot of fun if you actually want to get into heraldry. And that should be it.